Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our vlog. First one, yay! I'm actually here in Derby, Kansas, teaching for the week. Today, teaching Fierce Conversations by Miss Susan Scott. It's a great book. If you don't know this book at all, it's really hot right now as far as training goes. Check it out. It's on Amazon, Walmart.com, all those kind of things. Find it wherever it's cheapest. Save money. But it's a great book. It's not that big, so you can read through that. It's awesome. We're going through 2 days here in Derby training that. Our subject of the week is servant leadership, though. And for me, I asked you on Tuesday to think about leaders throughout history that were servant leaders, and I listed most of mine, like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Abraham Lincoln comes to mind. You know, all those leaders that really didn't rule with an iron fist. They ruled with compassion and love, and people followed them simply because of how they treated them, how they listened, and how they really worked for the people. They were a leader of the people, and not the people worked for them. I also asked you on Tuesday in the Leadership Challenge to think of a leader in your life that represented a servant leader to you. And the number one for me is a lady. Her name is Charlene. She worked with me at Southwest Airlines when I was there. She was my leader. And the qualities that I saw in her were the compassion, how she loved everybody that worked for her. You really felt like you were part of her family. And so it's one of those where she listened to us. She spent time taking care of each one of our people. We really felt that she had our back, and that she was there for us. Really, that's what it came down to. She was kind of like a mother to the entire team. So it really impacted me, and how I wanted to be as a leader when I grow up, basically. But you know, now I've gotten to that point, and I try to emulate what she did. And in her, she retired from Southwest, and in her retirement speech, right, you have the big party, you get around, you have this wonderful speech, you tell her to come up, oh, speech, yeah. And she got up there, and the first thing she said was, "It's an honor to work for you." And that really struck me, that this is our boss, our leader, telling us it's an honor to work for us. And that's a different way to look at it. And that's what made her so special to me, is she really sat there and she thought of it that way. And you could tell by her actions that she thought she worked for us. And as a good servant leader in business, I know some people think they're weak. Some people think, oh, my employees will walk all over me if I try this. It's just not going to work. And honestly, it's wrong. The people that do the absolute best, they care about people. They take care of their people. They've built a relationship with them. I've talked both in 7 Habits and in Fierce today that the number one currency that you can have in the world, really, the number one currency you can have is that trust and the relationship between two people. Because if you don't have that, nothing else is going to work. And the example I use here in class is, think about a boss that tells you you don't have any kind of relationship with this guy. He never stops to ask you questions. He never does any of this stuff. Just really, you're a number. He doesn't care. So he comes to you on a Friday and says, yeah, I really need you to come in tomorrow on Saturday to work on the TPS report. I use that joke from Office Space. And how would you react to that? And of course, everybody's sitting there, oh yeah, I wouldn't, I've got to wash my hair that day, or I've got to do something like that, and really I wouldn't come in. Well, what if that person had a really big emotional connection to you. They really had the trust. They had really built it up. They know that your kids play soccer or baseball or whatever, and ask how it's going. Hey, how's your wife going? How's your husband going? How are the kids? They know about your life, and you really have this relationship with them. What if he came and asked, or even she, what if they came and asked and said, hey, I need you to come in on Saturday. I know it stinks, but can you come in on Saturday and work on this report? Yeah, I think I can. It changes. It all of a sudden changes our view of this whole situation. It changes how we look at things. And all that changed was the amount of trust and credit in that emotional bank account with people. And if you build that trust, if you put in the credit, if you put in the time, then when something happens, you can actually withdraw on that and you'll get help from that other person. If you don't put in, it's just like a regular bank account. If you put in money in a regular bank account, when a big bill comes or you have your car breaks down or whatever, you can withdraw on that. But if you don't have that money in there, you're not going to be able to withdraw from that. So that's it for today. I hope that helps you a little bit. I'll see you